Live again? Maybe? Hey guys, sorry about that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, that's that weird bug which sometimes briefly turns my screen black and zoomed out and also crashes OBS. I wonder if it's something to do with Zoom Text, which is my magnification software. I don't think I've noticed it the few times I've streamed without Zoom Text, but it hasn't happened on a lot of streams anyway, and I have no idea what it is, but I'm going to try and figure it out, so really sorry about that. At least this time, the game didn't crash. So we can pick up right where we left off. In our last episode, Rick had just sped away from the house with the beautiful Jennifer, or the spirit of Jennifer. We're not exactly clear how this stuff works. And killed the giant octopus by hitting it in its eyeball with its own sharp carrots, which he punched out of the air. And now they appear to be home free. If only Rick could get that mask off. Wait, there wasn't any other monster, was there? That, blocked a pit between realms and appeared in the cutscene right before this. Nah. Let's watch the ending sequence. Oh. Get out of here, Jennifer. I'll handle this. Oh. Oops. Yes, those are the severed heads of wolves. I don't understand either. I don't ask questions, I just punch things when they try and kill me. Oh yeah, I forgot, this final boss is rather hard. Is that as simple as... I remember the book of Sega Genesis strategies I read described this as a multi-phase battle with a bloody thing. And I'm like, that's not very descriptive, but it sounds cool. Little bat. And it just turns to stone and crumbles on the ground. For a game called Splatterhouse, it's surprisingly not bloody these last few levels. I never actually watched the ending sequence for this, even though I've beaten it before. I'm weird. The monstrous visage disappeared into the lake. And the terror mask has left me, as I was with Jennifer. But what of the mask? At long last, as long as that mask remains, it can happen again. And indeed it would, a couple of years later, in Splatterhouse 3. Set a decade after this, I think. Perhaps one day I'll play the others on stream. Except this is the only Splatterhouse game I own. And I know they released the reboot for the PC, so I could just buy it. I think some of these may be pseudonyms. Jim Curry. Wasn't he in Rocky Horror? Nah. Papaya. Paya. Well, that's a tongue twister. The end. A final jump scare. True to the formula of horror movies. 92. So that was when it was released. And I think that, yep, that's about it. Let me switch up here. Just a second, I was going to... Oh, right, that's what I was going to do. I was going to read some of the manual for it, which has a little bit more of the lore and the but not enough to be really satisfying. But it contains like some letters from the Doctor, which I think is that a kind of vampire-like bottle-throwing boss who threw the book. Yeah, when I got the game, it had a napkin in it and a plastic wrapped manual, so I kept it that way. Why, no, I'm not OCD in the slightest. Why do you ask? This is it. Excerpt from the Journal of Paranormal Phenomena, August 1989. In the thick jungles of Cancun, I discovered the site of an ancient Mayan temple. Most unusual was the discovery of a mask quite unlike anything that has been found before. Carved from a bone-like material, it seems to be a representation of a deity. It no longer looks like a hockey mask the way it did 4 years ago because, well, Friday the 13th films were after us for copyright. Oh wait, that's not what it says, sorry. The mask was attached to the wearer's head with interesting snaps that were fashioned to look like skeletal hands. Ruins found in the area refer to this relic as the Terror Head, or perhaps a better translation would be the Terror Mask. This is a breakthrough discovery. Excerpt from a letter of Dr. Mueller to a friend. Dear Klaus, this mask is incredible. You mentioned reading my piece in JOPP. However, I couldn't mention in the article the aura of power surrounding the thing. You pick it up and shiver. A primal wave rushes up your spine. When you visit, we'll have to go over it. The lake is lovely this fall, and the fish are biting. See you. Well, that's all. For some reason, I remember there's being more. It's also interesting that they said it in August of 1989, if the original game was from... Was it from 89? Well, I'm not sure. Anyway, I suppose that's about all, but I mean, I know that wasn't a very long game, but I appreciate you guys all coming to hang out and watch. I'll probably go back to Scratches on Wednesday, and I may stream tomorrow. And there are plenty of other Sega games I want to play. Hopefully eventually I'll get a setup on the original hardware. But before we go, I'd really like it if we could rate... Oh, hey. Hey, it's our old friend, Airplane Lion. You may remember me from when I starred as Pookie in that soupy sales play David adapted back in high school. I pray to God nobody remembers that. Oh, come on, it was great. Well, Soupy, when we adapted the Soupy Sales Show, we wanted something great. So we took the acting from Fritz Lang, the dialogue from the Marx Brothers, the music from Gilbert and Sullivan, and the choreography from Guy Tchaikovsky. And what did you get, Pook? 6 years and a $500 fine for copyright infringement. Yeah, we're never talking about that again. So, what are you doing here, David? Well, I'm playing video games, as all productive members of society do, and streaming them on the internet for people to see. Video games? Well, that sounds like fun. That reminds me, and I'm sorry about this, Phineas and Ferb. Dude, mind if I join? Plug in or add a coin. I'll even share your keyboard if it starts with eta oin. You know, eta oin shridlu was never for computers. It was for the hot type machines that they printed newspaper. You know you're ugly. If I were dangling from a ledge, he'd surely lower me a rope. Or else keep jumping higher, shouting, shake a leg, ya dope. 'Cause we're 2 players playing nominally co-op. Yes, we're 2 players, and our tempers may soon blow up. It makes it easier to reach the end. Certain rail shooters and beat 'em up aside. Shh, I'm concentrating. Don't be so greedy. That bad guy was mine. On that I shan't opine. You realize we can hurt each other. Ah, dude, you'll be fine. You threw him right at me. A lot of your attacks are grazing. Dude, your skills I just was praising. I'm forming careful strategies. I'm going in guns blazing. Damn it, Leroy, 'cause we're 2 players, simultaneous, not alternating, though for 2 players, that might cut down on the hating. It makes it easier to reach the end. Scoot over. Crave a straight-up duel. Crave joint score accrual. I badly need that power-up. I also want said fuel. Don't make me restart this game. Those with whom we've altercations, I believe are your relations. You kind of want me dead. That is an oversimplification. 'Cause we're 2 players, and while not quite in competition, for us 2 players, it is no easy proposition. We're like to lose sight of the mission. You and I, though in real life we are friends, may turn enemies before the end. Street Fighter 2, oh, you're on. Yes, thank you for coming in here, Lion. Now, get lost. Totally kicked his cousin's ass when I played Fight and Rage, because the final boss was a lion. Yeah. I have written entirely too many songs, and I have no idea what to do with them. So occasionally I sing them on Twitch after I stream. But anyway, all that nonsense aside, thank you guys for joining me. I am Purblind Gamer, a retro/variety streamer, and I stream Wednesday and Sunday evenings, and it's possible I'll do a short stream tomorrow to try and stream an actual arcade machine, but other than that, I will see you guys on Wednesday, and I really appreciate everyone who came in and hang out. If we could, if you guys could hang around and we'll raid somebody, that would be awesome. Let me see who's online. Oh, okay, there. Offline, but I think she's still going for a little while. Wait. I'm checking to make sure I have... There we go. Yeah, so we're going to raid Thug Kage, who's a extremely nice person. She recently got partnered, and I believe she's doing her selfie hype tonight, which is where they hype up a bunch of people from her community who submit selfies. It's a really nice and friendly channel. So, thank you again, everybody who hung out. I hope you enjoyed Splatterhouse 2 and any musical numbers, and have a good night.